I can touch there. Oh, it's slimy. It's like mossy.
Welcome to Agua Blanca, Ecuador. We're here on the coast. We were driving through Machalilla National Park and decided to check it out. So I've never been here, Andreas has, and this is a community of people who have lived in Ecuador long before the Inca, and the national park actually granted them the rights to live here because this is their land. And so for $5 entry, you can come here. There is a Sulfur Lagoon, there's a birdwatching area, they've got a museum, they've got a Mirador, and they've got some other stuff that I am forgetting, but for all of it, it's only a $5 entry. Anyway, happy to pay the $5 to get in here. It supports a local community and it really gives them the opportunity to continue their traditional way of living, and also for me to learn a little bit. So we were going to go to the beach, but I think this might be better. It is beautiful here. It's a dry forest, warm, but there is a breeze. I definitely need to put a hat on because this is the kind of day where you'll burn. Two restaurants here. One is open today and they had a number of things to eat. I wanted to get the Seco de Chivo, which is a goat stew. Seco is very common also in the Andes, where you usually get it with beef or chicken. Here they have it with goat because goat is actually very common in the Andes and also here on the coast. Goat is really easy to raise, kind of takes care of itself, doesn't eat a lot. However, it does eat everything. And so goat is not from the coast, and these dry forests here, it is basically eating up all of the endemic plant species here. So they are a problem. Apparently the same thing is also happening on the Galapagos. So it's one of those things, it's really important, I think, to eat things that are naturally where you're from, because you think, oh hey, bringing in goat will be great, and then you find out it's eating all of the other things that were there originally. Anyway, I still got the Seco de Chivo because I really like goat. Seco means dry in Spanish, but actually Seco is not a dry dish at all. It's made with a sauce. On this dish, I have some plantain, some local avocado, which looks amazing, some rice, and then so much goat. The portion sizes here at lunch are insane. I'm not gonna be able to eat all of it. If you've never tried goat, it is one of the most underrated meats. It's not as intense of flavor as beef, and it also doesn't have the same kind of intensity as pork. It's just a really beautiful, soft meat that lends itself with sauces, and that's why so many places in the Caribbean and Latin America use goat, because it's just like built for sauce. This is a rich sauce, not salty, almost like a gravy. It's almost like eating meat in this like warm tomato gravy sauce. It is so good. Let's try it with avocado. And it just goes to show you, we in North America usually only have one type of avocado, and that's the Hass, which is fine. But there are so many kinds of avocado. Some are creamier than others. Some are like buttery, some are fruity, like the ones here on the coast. That was a good recommendation. The avocado and the goat was fantastic. What I didn't realize was, I knew museum entry was free, but I didn't realize it actually included a guide, which was way more interesting than just looking at things and reading the explanations. The explanations are in English and Spanish. I don't know if they have guides in English. They might, but you might have to call ahead to book one. Anyway, it was really, really interesting. It was from the Monteño people period, and that is 800 to 1500. So I guess the people who live here now are descendants of them, pre-Columbian, before the Inca. And we actually were able to go out to this burial ground, this cemetery, where we saw that they actually buried people in these pots, like small pots. I don't think I would have fit in one of those pots. Anyway, so the Monteños, I guess, were quite small, and in the late 70s, they actually realized that there were lots of different burial grounds and ruins all over the area, not just right here in Agua Blancas, but also in the whole national park. So very interesting. Actually, it went all the way down to Salango. So super interesting archaeology find in the late 70s with the help of a guy from Scotland. Super interesting. And here we are at the Mirador. So basically the look off.
In this place, in this
area?
harsh area, you get to find more dangerous things.
Oh, like snakes?
Like vipers.
Like vipers? Do they kill you?
It can.
Okay, I'm so glad I wore flip-flops. I don't know how confident I feel about that. This area is okay. I won't definitely die, but maybe I might die. But actually there's more to climb. They say Mirador, they mean they built something. This is stunning. Wow, they really did a nice job with this lookout. I didn't think they would need this kind of structure, but it's really beautiful. You can tell we're driving into the sulfur part because it smells so bad, like rotten eggs. So it's supposed to be good for your skin. I am not crazy about this. I'm not crazy about putting sulfury mud.
Right.
Stinky.
It's
I mean,
okay.
I'll do it, but I'm not looking forward to it. All right, so we made it down to the sulfur pool, the sulfur laguna. It actually doesn't smell as bad as it did when we were driving down, but it's this pool area here. So when you come in, there's a local who will explain everything to you, and then he's also selling some shampoo that they make out of a fruit that comes from the tree here. I think it's called barbaco, and then also a hard detergent, and that is made with a little bit of barbaco, which is a member of the papaya family. And that was actually really tempting to get the hard detergent because I need to wash my clothes more often, to be honest. I've been finding lavanderias, but I think maybe I might need to also start doing some of the sink like Andreas does. Anyway, very cool. So they gave us some mud. We put it on their face. It's supposed to be great for your face and your skin and a bunch of other stuff that I did not catch. But basically you put it on your face, you let it dry for 10 minutes, and then you wash it off. All right, so you take some of this and you build a layer, and what do? Let it dry and then build another layer?
Harden.
Let it harden. How does mine look?
I think you need more.
I need more?
Yeah.
All right. Not close to my eyes.
It's not like, but you know, it should be on the
I don't want my eyelashes to touch it.
No, it's not in your eyelashes, in your eye bags. Are they called?
My eye bags?
You know.
You're such an
But in that, you know
yes,
that
I know what you're saying, my
this
eye.
area,
Yes, I don't know.
Wait, let me see.
Starting to harden. This pond right here is actually quite clean, so they do filter the water in and out. It's not just like sitting water, and it's quite warm. Is it nice?
It's deep.
I'm okay if it's deep. I can swim. What does the bottom feel like?
Muddy.
Muddy?
Muddy.
Slimy?
Oh, it stinks like sulfur.
You rich?
Oh, no. Oh, I can touch that. Oh, it's slimy. It's like mossy.
Oh.
What?
I get something in my mouth.
Don't
I
open
didn't
your
try
mouth.
it.
Don't open your mouth. It's nice. That was actually really fun, but I definitely need a shower because it smelled like sulfur.
And we are done. Agua Blanca, Ecuador. You were totally worth the $5. Really enjoyed the museum, learning about the Monteños, liked the Mirador, the food was great, and the sulfur pool was actually really fun. I would definitely recommend doing this. So this is in Machalilla. So this is in Machalilla National Park, which is just outside Puerto Lopez. It's actually a right before you get to the left to go to Los Frailes National Park. And it's great. I really, really enjoyed it.